this is marrying Ghana. This is to start off our first journey to building of a company in Ghana as a foreigner. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you the complete detailed structure of start to finish and how to build a successful company coming from the U.S. as what we call it an expat and here in Ghana. It's about 4 a.m. now, so we're here in Kumasi, Accra. We'll be journeying to Kumasi this morning. And as we take on our journey, we'll give you a little more information of the whole plot and the situation today as it stands. So hope to just stay tuned, and this is to be continued. We out. So now we're on our way to Kumasi. Me, Awini, got Deborah over here that we picked up early in the day, and of course Sterling. So as soon as we drop at Kumasi, we'll be getting started hopefully, and move on from there. All right.
Here we are in Kumasi. This is Mary Ghana broadcast.
We're back here. Finally made it after a 10-hour journey from Accra. We came to Awini village now. We just arrived. You want to start over? Yeah. She's kind of loud. Start over. How about this?
Be passing.
Alright, let's start one more time. Alright, back here with Marion Ghana. We finally arrived in the village after a 10-hour journey from Accra. So now we're here at Awuni's village in his home, which is called... What is it? If you can hear that, because I can't pronounce it, so I hope you can. So what we're going to do now, we're going to tour around before we go see his main shop where he wants to show us. We're going to journey around a little bit, so just walk with us and let's see what we can find. Thank you, madam.
Posting yeah. Posting yeah, you.
You can film this too, because why film it?
Good afternoon. Me tell Kakra.
then you can use them.
Good afternoon. How are you? All right. Thank you.
Yes.
You want to explain? You want to explain? Okay. Thank you.
Boss, please, why can you pause it? Why can you pause the video? Can't you pause it? On my phone? You should, if you do that. Papa, on your back.
We got 3 colors for this one. Are these all for one?
Sterling.
Yeah, for one design.
No.
Who try
Different
it?
design.
Who try it?
Oh, let's see. The only thing I'm curious of, because when I buy Kente and I unfold it, it's wide.
Yeah.
When I see them doing it like this, it's just
Yeah.
They join it.
they join it to.
Yeah,
So they do the length and then do the. More than I can imagine how it's done. Good afternoon. Thank you.
This is how we do this. Using the machine that we use. So after before this body is mainly used to use before this body you can then use to use.
Didn't you see? So you have to.
And so when it's used to remove the thread
Yeah.
onto the weaving, like thread. So this is the weaving.
You have
For your
one here.
reason.
This one is just a metal.
Okay, so this is the cone.
Yeah.
This is not a cone.
This is not a cone. The cone is
This is a cone.
the cone. Yeah.
Sterling, follow him. What are you doing?
But you wound this one.
Also this one, you did it on.
Yeah, then you put it in.
Inside there.
This one we call it akoko. And you now use it to weave. But without wounding it onto these things, you can't use it to weave from the cone.
So you can't do it without that, no matter what.
No. So it's a process from one phase to the other. I think this one is
It's
the
just like
second
a sewing
or the
machine.
third
You
phase.
see that small thing, you have to put some of the thread into that small.
Okay, then I think if this guy can explain it better, then we should start the whole thing over and then.
Well, you started from somewhere.
No, we just.
We just want to start.
Okay. Then I think this one should be the one lying down there. That is the second process of it, and that person is doing after stretching. After buying it on cones like this, you have to go for stretching. After stretching, then they will now wound it as it is on the ground.
So the stretching is when we see it first off from here to
So
here.
they have a distance, a required distance that they will use it for. If you want 3 pieces, that the one that we usually say a set, which is 6 yards,
Yeah.
they have a distance that they will cover. But if you want about 12 yards, which usually is the men, they have a distance too that they will cover. If you want about maybe 3, 6 sets, they have a distance, a required distance that they will cover. Then after all, they will now curl it all like the one on the ground. This one is 2 sets. Just here.
So this one, don't you buy it like this? You do
No.
You go and buy it on coat
Like this.
Then you now go for stretching. So stretching
No,
You do it at a different place.
a different place.
That's
That
not
one
the stretching?
It's a
We
special.
go there and I'll show you how they do it.
Oh, so that's in a different location to do that.
Yeah.
So after the stretching, you now come and put it one after the other, the threads. You take it one after the other onto that thing. You call it asa.
To the pins here.
You call it asa. Then from the asa, you now put it onto this one too. You pass it through that one too. You call it chere.
What is it called?
It is called chere. You can't mention it.
Sherry.
It's called chere. It is called chere because that is what you use to, I don't even know the right word to use, but actually that is what you use in the weaving.
Yeah.
You used to press hard the threads together. Yes. So I think from there, you now come and wound your threads like this. Then you come, you set it on, this one too is called insedia. This is where you sit to weave. And this thing, as you see, it is not just a wood or a raffian thing. This one is called ponko.
So it's not just any wood.
It's not. It has a special name called ponko because.
But can you use any kind of wood to
No,
do it?
not
Or-
all, it has to be smooth and slippery,
Okay.
so that it wouldn't tear the thread.
Right. I got you now.
It is called ponko because of the function it is playing here. You know, it is carrying the thread, and it is doing the work of a donkey. So we call it ponko. We have this one that we call injinaso. You can see it is holding these ones. After all, when you take off the design, it will be holding the design straightly. So it is called injinaso. Then you come here. This one too is called. Shall you remind me of the name?
This.
They are that one. Awidie.
And then Awidiba.
Awidiba. So this one too is called ayasidria. That is where you will be wooning the woved one so that you can now cut it as a woved kente.
What I find amazing though, as you just explained how pull down when you're at the station and you're working and you're bringing it to, how
Tell
that
him.
y'all get the design in perfect order each time.
Okay, you see, as you can see my brother there weaving. That is how he's doing that. But I want you to weave seriously so that he will observe as he is doing. So as you can see, they are now producing. But for us, this is just a process. We have not started producing anything.
in blue.
You remove it.
You change the blue.
You don't understand.
Are you the person to make a mistake or what?
So unbelievable.
Who trying to use?
Yeah. Sini hapa sana mtu sana.
design is in your mind, eh? Wow. So what are you doing? Are you also weaving?
This is that is where you can then start.
Weaving.
Kelly,
Okay.
hold it while you talk.
Okay, see. Have you seen how it's like in rows? So after that they'll arrange it. Alright?
Yeah.
Okay. So they weave it like this, but then they will arrange it.
Side by side.
Yeah. And then sew it together.
Sew it together.
Yeah. I think so. So they weave it in rolls.
Yeah, that's what I was
They
asking.
weave it in rolls and then they sew it together.
Let's go back around.
That's beautiful.
Go back around this way. We're gonna in a minute. We're going to see the instructions.
So did you start this today? In the morning?
Yes.
You started you did all this since morning? Or since yesterday?
This morning.
Oh, that's nice. So this should be like 2 years.
No, it's not even up to 1.
Before you start, Kelly.
Yeah.
Concerning speed, is it like, do some people do much faster than others?
Yes. It depends on the experience and how skillful the person can be. You know, you can't just start today and weave speedily like the one who has wove for about 10 or 5 years.
That long they weave.
And the speed also depends on the type of kente you are weaving. For this type that I'm about to do, I can speed. But I can't speed as to a person who is also weaving fugu, or the person is just weaving a kente which has no design.
The one that I showed you
This one is a
yesterday,
little
the plain
design,
one.
but
Yeah,
the other
there is
one-
a little design, but you can see that these people, they are designing throughout. But I will just put these 3 designs there and I'll start. And I'm even about to design a type of kente someone has ordered. So this one, I'll use these ones. As you can see this. So this is the root of all the designs. This one here, we use this one to do our designs. Others too will use their hands. Only hands, they don't require these things. They don't require this one too. They'll just be using their hands to weave. That is the Ever type, but this is the Ashanti type that we are doing.
And the northern type.
The northern type, they will just be weaving throughout, no design.
Yeah, you see that.
Is that the one they call Banwara?
They will
How
just,
should I say?
they will do all their designs during the stretching process
Okay.
And use
one color to weave through. But for ours, some will be using their hands, others will be using this one and this. And normally for here, we use this and this plus this one. You see, you can see that this one is a design. If I put a thread through,
Right, then it change color.
can I have this, please? So that I will start doing something for you to see. No, the whole thing, the whole thing. You see the threads too varies. You can see it's all white, but this is cotton, rayon, cotton, rayon, cotton, and this one is just cotton. And I'm using this one to do it. I don't know. Maybe my boss has ever. So this is the initial phase of the design. So I wouldn't weave much. I will just do this to see that if the design I want is okay.
It's a different shade of white.
So you can see.
So it's rayon and cotton both white.
Now this is rayon white, and this is cotton white.
Yeah.
And there is a design here, as you can see.
Yes, I see it.
Let me go again so that the design will come nicely. Like that. Now, the design is okay for me.
So if you don't like this thing, can you take it out?
No, I can take it out. If I don't like it, I will just do this.
Okay.
Now go back slowly like this.
Okay.
It will move. But for this, it's okay. This is the one that I want. So I'll maintain it. And to maintain it, you know, I told you this is the first phase of doing the design. So I'll now use this thread. This one is very much, as we all know, nylon thread. It wouldn't be part of the cloth, but it will help us to maintain the design so that when I start weaving, it will be easier for me. See, the reason why we said this one is ingenious is it will be holding this for me when I finish.
So the materials are cotton, rayon. Is there any silk involved in any designs?
Yes, it's not all materials that we use cotton rayon to do. It depends on the design. For some designs, you can use cotton rayon to do. And you can also use cotton, like what they are weaving. Those threads are nylon. It is because of the type the person requested for. For some types, when the design comes, it will tell you the type of threads you will use.
Just learning that.
Because anyone who knows how to weave, when the person sees the design, the person knows that for this type of design, it will require this type of thread and thread.
Can you look at a design and tell what materials, whether cotton was used or not? Rayon, nylon. So how complicated is it to make this machine?
A machine. Okay, people have ever come to see it just to also have a view, but I've never heard that they've been able to develop a machine to weave. Because of how we do our design, people will come and take the designs, go to China, then they will develop a cloth, but the cloth wouldn't be heavier and the texture wouldn't be the same as compared to the one we produce. Because we will take our time, and usually we will also develop new designs. As we are weaving, people are also their work is to develop new designs, and they will come up with new designs.
No, hold up. Can you repeat exactly what you just said about when people come and take the designs and take it back to China?
And they will come and they will just take a strip of a cloth, you know, as it is. It's just a strip. Then they will take the design, or they can even capture it. They will send it to China. And you know, the Chinese, they have a lot of machines.
Right.
And the textile industries will just use it to produce a cloth. But the cloth, the texture of that cloth and the weight of the cloth wouldn't be like this. And they can't also produce a design which you will see that the design is here. You will just see that the design is painting. It is not as that as it is in here that you see that the design is being made by threads and you can see. No, it's not like that. That is why we are unable, or we've never seen a machine in Ghana here producing, unless we use our manpower to produce.
And how long would it take to actually use your manpower to produce a machine?
That one too depends on the type of cloth that you are producing and how difficult that design is and how skillful the person weaving is. For some, they can use even a week, 3 days, 2 days to finish a type of cloth. That same cloth too, the other person can also use more than a month to produce that same cloth because the person is not skillful.
Right. So if somebody like me personally, I sell Kente on Amazon to Europe, Canada, and my country, the U.S. So Awini is one of the guys that I ran into from shipping overseas.
Okay.
We've been using a handful of people over the past year and a half. and we just recently met him because I got interested in, instead of me continue to buy from third-party sellers, to build the factory of my own, and start there, because my whole entire vision is to, the reason why it doesn't do as well in certain countries as it should is because accessibility. When something is more accessible, you can get your hands on it right away rather than weeks and weeks and weeks. Is more attractive for buyers, especially in the U.S.
It's true.
So what I wanted to do, I wanted to get a factory of my own, take a year just to stock inventory, not even mainly for sales, but to stock inventory to have enough product to ship overseas and begin shops overseas.
Okay.
And no one has ever done that yet, though.
But let me ask, where do you want to set that factory? Is it in Ghana here?
In
or
Ghana,
your country? In Ghana here.
we got a family property over the past week in Takoradi that they was going to bring the masons in to use, and we just was going to look for someone to bring the machines in. But the reason why we visited here was first to see this and foremost. But Winnie is asking me that it might be more beneficial for me to do it in his local area, because the thread and everything comes from Kumasi also. And the weavers might not want to relocate to Takoradi, where we're going to establish the base.
It's
So,
true. It's true.
yeah, he just brought this to my attention just last night. So this is something that we also have to think over now.
It's true. You know, as he said, I think he's also my boss here. And as he said, if you are to come, let's say we are all now skillful weavers here. And here is where we dwell. Here is where they gave birth to us. If I am to relocate, it means all my expenses. And when you have to start business to capital, is also a point. But when you are to relocate the person will include the place that he is going to relocate. And if he is to relocate, accommodation too will be factored in. The
Right.
person's daily food will also be factored in. But when it is only here that you build a place here, you found a land here and you build that, okay, I want people to come. He is here 24/7. He will supervise the work. And he will also make sure that they will also even train new weavers to it. But all those who are now learning how to weave, what they produce, it will be yours. Those who are also here and they will be also employed to the factory, they will be also be weaving for you. Now supervisors too, he being a supervisor, he has the brothers here, they can also be supervisors. Workers are also around, they can also supervise the work. That is better than you to relocate to a place where they don't know anything about this work.
Right. Well, see, before when we went for the land and got the okay and everything, that's when I came to him. And now he, like I said, this is just now being brought to my attention.
Okay.
To take another look at how we're going to develop this whole thing.
All right.
Basically, I've been in Ghana for about 9 years now.
Okay.
I'm back and forth between here, 6 months here, 6 months my country, but the previous year, a whole year back home.
Okay.
This is Deborah Bia. She's the CEO of Marion Ghana. Marion Ghana is a Kente company that's been selling on Amazon and our website, eBay, and the likes of Etsy and other sites.
Wow.
But our problem came in. The reason why I decided to do my own factory, the biggest problem arose in the last several months, which was when we would go to sellers for an item that we've been buying, and if I sell an item for $200 to a customer that you sell to me for, say, $100 to make it simple.
Okay.
But and my cut from after shipping is about $50. Now you raise the price on me with no notice, and for that same design, because you say price has been raised. So now price has been raised to $160. So now I got to chip in an extra $10 of my own money to satisfy my Amazon customer, so I don't get bad reviews.
I think that will be better.
You see how?
That will be better, and it will be even easier. And that one, to the efficiency and the productivity will even increase.
Exactly.
You will get to get what you want at a time. Sure, because if you own your own factory that are producing for you alone, they will be doing what you want, but not what they want.
Exactly, and that's where the benefit comes in. Comes for the quantity produced, always having an inventory that we put up, because a lot of times we get pictures from sellers, say we have this, but we go to sell an item, somebody pays with their credit card, and I have to reimburse that credit card now. You understand? So a lot of this, basically where I come from, companies are based off reviews. Good reviews bring more clientele. Bad reviews people shy away from. So we want to avoid any of that anymore in the future. And the only way to do that is to establish our own.
It's true.
So
And-
you see that we're experiencing different designs. Sometimes the pictures look different from
Exactly. And we have that. We've been having that problem a lot. We thank God that nobody's complained much about it. But at some point, someone will complain.
It's true. For the designs, you will never have it the same. The
Not the
designs will
exact
come,
right.
it will vary. That is when I start to do this and I complete it, it will be of the same design, the same color, the texture, the weight will be of the same because I did it, I started and finished it. But if I start halfway and I stop for a friend to come and continue or someone to come and continue for you, the person, how heavy the person will be using this instrument will not be the same as I will be using it. And usually it depends. When the person is a learner, the texture, the weight of the cloth will be very heavier. But when the person is experienced person, you see that it is something you can transport from one region to the other. That is why usually we can even be here and we will be advertising. As he is, we'll be advertising social media and co. And people in the diaspora will see it and they will order and he will now send it to them. So if you want to set the factory, maybe at Takrade, the factory, the production factory can be here, but the wholesale where you will be keeping the Kente, you can go there because that I think that place the market will be ready more than here because here you produce a lot. There you can go and have a big store, then you'll be keeping it there. Then from there you can now ship or send it outside.
Well, if we would do the factory here, like she suggested, we would just open up shops in Accra.
Okay.
And then ship from there, because a lot of the customers are what, from Denmark, France, places like that, more than even the U.S. Because a lot of them are Ghanaians from here that do order a lot.
Okay.
But we want to be able to lessen our prices with the same quality.
Okay. For the quality of the cloth, that one will depend on you. When you want the cloth to be heavy, you can increase the heaviness or the weight of the cloth here by adding threads to the ones that we have. You know, this one is 2. It is 4 in number. We can add 2 to it. It will make the cloth very heavy. But usually, Kente, when it is too heavy too, it's not nice. It has to be flexible so that the person can walk well when the person is wearing it. But when it is like a leather or something so heavy and you are wearing, you know, your movement will be even, it wouldn't be normal as you used to move.
But the Kente weaver would know this, right?
The weavers,
Yeah.
they know of it. They know. And you know, usually when you are doing too, you as a weaver, you are buying the threads at a higher cost. And you are also weaving to make profit. So do you think the thread that you use your money to buy, you just add it freely to make it heavier for the buyer so that you wouldn't make any profit?
Got you. Got you.
So you now do it such a way that you can get your profit out so that you can also survive in the business. But this is the standard one.
But if they're making salary, then that shouldn't matter then.
No. This is the standard one. For all cloth, this is how it's supposed to be. When you change the number, it will also turn to a type of cloth we have it. For that one, when you are weaving, when you change the number of the threads passing here, it means it's not going to be a designed one. It will be rough one. And that one also, because it is rough, and you are going to use only single thread to be weaving, for the sake of it being heavy for you, that is how you do it. But if you want to design, actually it's supposed to be like this. And that will,
Okay. So that's only special order.
Yes.
Okay, get it. You understand everything? So basically, we got to figure out, we're just here to figure it all out, basically.
Okay.
And no matter what, she's going to run everything, and everything will be in her hands.
Okay.
So-
For us, we are always right available here. This is what we do. This is what we've been using to support our lives. And this is where we make our daily meal from. So we can't stop doing it. As you can see,
Yeah, I see
I
as
think,
we walked around. There's
even not only
many,
here,
many
a whole
households.
lot. Even in the little villages we have around here, I think this is not the only place that he has the workers. I think here is where we have group. But if you go to some places too, he has people who have also sat in one single and they'll be weaving.
Right.
Because some people, they wouldn't like to be in a group whilst weaving. You see how the weaving is. Someone has taken the cloth. When we are seriously weaving, you come and meet us sweating seriously. So the person may not like to take off the cloth and be in the public. But here we are brothers, so we don't shy any.
Good. Basically, we just want to make Kente more accessible to the rest of the world.
Sure.
And a lot of people where I come from, all they understand is African being about African print, and they call it Kente because it's Kente design.
That would be very nice.
Yes, and we want to teach them that African print is not Kente itself. That's just the design pattern. But real Kente is an actual cloth that's sold. And like I said, we just started this just over a year ago.
That would be nice.
And we've been able to sell to different countries, and we can only go up from here. But we just want to have our own so that we can supply our customers, our clientele, the right way and the accurate way, without a lot of.
I think that one will be reliable.
Exactly.
And you can also supply your customers on time.
And that's a big factor right there.
It's true.
And we haven't been able to do that.
We will even appreciate when you do something of that sort. If you do that, it means our production is going to increase. Definitely, if he is going to be the supervisor of the factory, definitely he has the skills and the ideas of how to weave. He will be there. And if he is there automatically, where will we be? He will also be there weaving. And I think people will even be more interested. Even the government will even be more interested because it's going to end the country exchange rate.
Right.
So we don't have anything of that kind. People weave, but they do it on their own. But if we are going to get a factory that will be producing in numbers, that will be employing people and be paying them.
We looked into also.
It's going to help all angles of people.
And maybe not now, but in the future to come, that the government can give us a better rate on shipping.
It's true.
To allow us, but also, like I said, it's not just shipping individually. We want to ship overseas by water. So we could do that and have a tank, whole carrier, not a carrier, what you call a container, small container. And we could do that like every 3 to 6 months because we already established an inventory, a large stock. And then we have the ability to open shops and sell on Amazon for the next day. Because I took Kente from here just to test on Amazon before we started selling, from here. So when I shipped directly to Amazon, and customers seeing that they could get it within 24 hours, it was gone.
And they will be placing their orders.
And they were priced at $200 and plus, $175. And they were going just like that because it was accessible.
They will.
If you could supply it right away, customers are more inclined to buy it right away.
For currently, people are even more interested in using these things for weddings and co.
Exactly.
Some are even using it for suit and others. Because of the colors, when it appears in your dress, it really looks nice.
They do it for pocketbooks, bags, women's, ladies.
So now that you want to start, I think you can factor everything in. That even after producing this, you can turn it to already made cloth dresses. That people, when you need a suit, you can come and buy it, and it will be Kente suit. Someone will come and buy it straight away from the shop. When you need a wedding dress, someone can just come straight away and buy it. But I think you can only start from 1 before you get to 2.
That's what we know. We know we have to start from somewhere to get where we want to be. What is your name?
My name is Mohammed.
Mohammed. My name is Stephen.
Okay. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, brother. I hope to see you again.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming.
And we're definitely going to work this out as far as, like I said, we had chose Takarati, but the way you put it and when he put it, this might be the best case scenario.
Okay.
So, and we'll definitely talk it over as the days go.
It's true. It will be very difficult for someone to explain this to you somewhere when you are not seeing it. Even when you are seeing it like this and they are explaining, it will be sounding somehow awkward to you. But when you are weaving,
Like
whilst
hard
they are
mathematics.
weaving, we like mathematics. This one, if you don't know maths, you can't do it. It's typical mathematics. Even when you are weaving, you count. You'll be counting this. You know, I know I have to go
Just
to.
like beading.
So it's of the same kind.
So
Okay.
we're going to see the location for the stretching now.
All right. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Muhammad, for your time, brother.
Thank you, Mr. Steven, for coming.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye.
All right, everybody.
Okay.
Here we are in another location where Kente fabric is being weaved. And in Ghana, we are here to interview them for their experience.
Okay.
So like I said, this is what they do for living. And the entire village is what most men do for their living. Kente weaving.
This is cocoa. Really?
Cocoa tree.
Wait. Have you seen this before?
Where? Show me. This is how cocoa looks. Really? Look at this. This is how cocoa looks. Cocoa.
Yeah.
See, it's many on the tree here. The that one is ripe. Oh. The that one is ripe.
Aoni,
Yes.
young coffee.
Oh, dear. I will cook some.
Or have you then? You're waiting here after you permission.
The kids stay here on a daily basis.
So how do you stretch it? When the cones come like this?
You start with a first and then you will see and check
I'm trying to keep the people talking inside of them.
because that is the reason how you are here.
Oh, Winnie.
Boss.
So what is this? This is a stretch site.
Yeah, this is a stretch side, but he is not stretching it. He will start right now and then you will see how it goes.
So
Good afternoon. How are you?
this thing, wasn't it made like this?
Like,
Is this not how you bought it?
no.
It was in cones. Like
It's the
this.
one
You
that he
stretch
said
it
he
like
was.
this.
Something like this.
See?
We bought them. And this one.
And that's back there when he showed us a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's about to start the stretching, so you see how.
It's now.
Is it there now working?
Man, there's a lot that go into this. If people only knew. This gotta be the world's most. Oh, you say? Most valuable material, the most valuable cloth in the world. You know that if you read the Bible in the Old Testament, this cloth was actually made from, I believe it was Jacob, if I'm not mistaken, that he made his father cloth. And the way they explained it, A lot of people thought it was the same way that we Kente.
This thing, I think it has something to do with what you are saying because no machine. I've never seen a machine that can.
I think God taught the Israelites at one time because the Bible spoke about it.
They can make a machine, but you wouldn't get it manually.
Yeah, and quality like this.
You wouldn't get it manually. It's a manual thing.
All these years they've been trying and they haven't been able to do it.
Who handmade it? Handmade is different from machine.
They haven't been tried. How would I know? Unless you ask the elders on them.
And Chinese people try to duplicate everything.
They can do
And
it,
they
but
still-
then you will not get it handmade.
Right.
They have Kente clothes around, but it's not handmade.
The same one, they'll just do somehow. Sarah, come over and see how the starting point is. So you bought it from like this, and then you started filling them on
No,
the
but this one, I thought
Mm.
this is a packet. This is like a
Yeah.
version of the clothes.
yeah, a packet. This is how it is.
So in Ghana, we can say
12
you
coins.
buy it single.
Yeah,
how
12
much?
coins.
They are what?
12 coins.
12. Okay, so dozen.
16. Yeah, it's 16 coins, sorry.
16 points.
16 coins.
16.
16 coins.
When you saw it,
Yeah, so it's about to start. That is one. We call this Ankonam.
Econom.
Ankonam.
Uncle, I'm like walking alone.
Econom.
Ankonam.
Econom.
Yeah.
Like me. Walking alone.
Walking along.
Doing everything.
Are you alone?
I mean, friends.
Are you alone?
When you are gone, am I not living alone?
You have your Madame Roki around you.
Now they are going. Ricky Kra, normally he goes to so many houses.
So with the coins we have different colors. Any color that you want.
So he can stretch different colors at the same time if he wants to.
Yes. If you want it like that.
Things that I can do that most people can't. Things that I can't do at all that people can.
Sophia's boy weaving Kente so fast. Wow. This is so beautiful.
And then the Kente that is doing is expensive.
Yeah, this is expensive Kente. Weaving by this 12 years old.
So you come and then.
I'm going to make you.
I didn't explain it.
Yeah, he's about to start the stretching that is. So it depends the yards that you want. Have you seen there are so many listen over there. If you want maybe 6 yards only.
So he can start as far as back.
Yeah. So he started from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like 6 years.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter yet.
Oh, can you say? Man 9. Which is 8 yards.
This one is 8 yards.
So he's going.
Oh, I thought he was going.
So this is the stretching.
Yeah, the stretching.
Okay.
My goodness.
Yeah, is that how to take a video?
No,
I've never known all this to me.
Excellent.
I have so much appreciation for even more. I've always known it was a beautiful flow. This makes it that much more valuable.
So this is the stretching process. As the man here is stretching the cones in 8 yards to be made so that they can take the weed. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So you can see he has gone 4 rows. So there's 1 row, 2 row, 3, 4. So you have wow. So you have to go and go and go till everything gets finished.
Yes.
Wow. This is like
Oh, you mean you gotta keep going?
jogging from Accra to Sawam. Seriously.
Did you hear that? You gotta keep going until all that thread is used.
Yeah.
You know how long
Wow.
it can take?
Wow. You don't need to exercise again after this.
No.
Oh, this is something else.
Wow. That's beautiful.
This is definitely worth the trip.
If you want to go on swimming course, this is the job you have to come and do. Just come and help him for a week. You go swim. Oh, that's so beautiful.
So we are about to end this. We call it Kena, where all the design started. You can come here now.
Okay. The bachelor then now, you know.
This is where all the design started. Like
Okay.
so, here will be the starting point of the weaving.
So when the customer comes to take his thread, this is where he will start from. I didn't understand.
When the customer, no, he will finish. When he finish it, he will then fold it like this. Before, and if he about to fold it, he will start from where he started the design.
Okay.
And then he fold it out till it gets to this point.
Okay.
This is where he will start fixing it into the asa.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah, that
The
we call
one
it
thing
asa.
you kept saying, did they buy it? Can you buy it like that? He's saying no. That's just how. That's when he's gonna start rolling it up to that.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. But this would be the starting point that he would use, and then roll it,
Roll it.
and then that's how it.
Kosobra. Ah, le opa jopo. Sa. You have a point.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we can end it because
Yeah.
we got
Sterling said he's gonna stay here with you, and he's gonna do Kente from now on.
Yeah.
Don't say there is no good.
chocolate. They add sugar. Say that it's not sweet on its own.
Sugar
Into when I wait, so the better.
What do you
Okay.
Fermented.
Observe how Adumano said it. Everything. Yeah. And design now the training. Yeah, that is how. Have you seen how?
That's a different type of cloth. Totally.
Yeah, that is a different type of cloth.
And what is this?
The expensive ones.
This is the one that's the expensive one. So these more expensive than the other ones, you're
Yes.
saying? But everything is prepped the same. It's just that when they do the design, they do it slightly different here.
Yeah.
But his experience, yeah, is fun. This place needs air conditioning.
Yeah. A room, a fireplace, and then
It needs sound mind, cool music.
yeah.
Yeah, he got to go to the workers' complaint section. What you call it? For workers' rights. You need AC, you need music, you need lunch break. What type of music you like, brother? We'll get it for you.
Shut up, Wale. Shut up, Mama.
No, you don't like the
I like him. He's smart and then business minded.
You're better now. Become a friend one.
Like it's on, if you go, you see my Amazon, right? Have you seen the Amazon site?
Yeah.
You know how Amazon, what I was
And
telling you, all
because-
white background? Take a shot of each item that you have in inventory. Take it in white background, send it. I don't even do the IT work. The guy who does that is in Bangladesh. He's my worker, he's my employee. So he works from Bangladesh to do all the IT work. He does the Amazon ads, he does all that. He did the rest.
This an embroidery being done by Uncle. What's your name? Uncle Steve. Oh, Uncle Steve. Oh, okay, that's nice. Steve.
Wait for her.
I'm ready. Long time. I'm ready.
All right. Well, this is the end of our journey here at Marion, Ghana. We toured here in Kumasi with plenty of Kente, a lot of information that I've never known. Shows me and shows the appreciation that everyone should have for Kente. We had a great time. We enjoyed our visit, and we have many more plans to work together in a partnership. And with many more years and years and years to go, we look to succeed together. And any questions that you have, you can always direct to us at mariongana@gmail, Marion Ghana YouTube, and we'd be delighted to speak with you. And my friend here does personal orders also. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So as you can see, the beautiful Kente designs. As much as the imagination can imagine, you could choose from. So we like to just, you have anything to say? All right, so I appreciate everything, and I love you like a brother. So let's do business. Let's do business. Marion Ghana out. We'll see you soon.